Let me show y'all what I'm doing today, which is a little bit unusual this time of year. Now, I'm not fishing in but about 3 feet of water. Like I've said many times, crappie do a lot of different things. There's a lot of different patterns that you can catch fish when it comes to crappie on any given day. They can be deep, they can be shallow, they can be anywhere in between. These fish don't all do the same at the same time. Now, what I'm looking for, and there's a lot of them in here, are gizzard shad. Now, they're not feeding on gizzard shad. What happens is when you see a big accumulation of gizzard shad hitting the top of the water, oftentimes there's a smaller threadfin shad right with them. And when you see a bunch of them on a flat, well, break out a casting rod. All I'm doing on this flat is making long casts, letting it fall about 1.5 feet, and just bringing it back, waiting for that line to go thump. That's it. That's all they are to this. There's a fish. That's a good crappie right here, folks. First fish of the day right here. Big crappie too. My. We may have to net this one. This is a sow cow. That's the kind right there I like to catch. Golly, what a fish. I want y'all to look what a fish right there. We're going to measure him. That fish is way over 2 pounds. Way over 2 pounds. I caught that fish, and believe it or not, 3 feet of water. Now, yesterday there was a bad front that come through. Dropped the water temperature 6 degrees on the surface. But looky there, what a fish. That's a monster. Let's see how girthy that fish is. Whew, I knew it was a monster when I set the hook. Okay, let's see what he measures and then we'll let him go. Can y'all see that? He's 14 1/4. I've caught a lot bigger crappie, but this crappie right here is extremely girthy. This fish is way over 2 pounds. Let's let him go. Beautiful black crappie. That's the kind of fish, well, I like to catch. Boy, that's a big fish. What makes him so big? He's broad and girthy, healthy. All right, there he goes. I'm using a long rod. This is a 7-foot Canyon Creek super ultralight rod. I use it a lot. You can get a long cast out of it with 4-pound test line. This is 4-pound test high vis Mr. Crappie line. And right here is an old reel. Been using it for years. Saran S/20 made by Garcia. But now, here's the business end right here. That's my favorite color. That's a blue ice Bobby Garland bait. And I have a 1/24 of an ounce jig right here, tied with a loop knot, size 6 sickle hook, and that's it. Now, these fish are not grouped up, folks. They're just scattered. They're just milling around. And usually when I fish this way, I'll catch 2 or 3 here, 1 or 2 there, like that. So there's a lot of casting involved on these flats. There's nothing to hold them too much. Now right here, this particular flat right here has a few stumps and stuff of that nature. But the main thing is the bait fish are in here. And they've come off of the main river in here to feed. In this shallow water, that's just all there are to it. And usually, when you find them like this, they're your better fish, like we just caught. There's another, almost in the same spot. Same place, but not quite. It's a good crappie right here. It's nothing like that first one, but it's a doggone good fish. Yeah, it's a good black crappie. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That fish was around 1.5 feet below the surface in 3 feet of water. And the surface temperature's at 51 degrees, folks. Let's let him go. There he goes. That's a good fish. Nothing's fancy. Nothing fancy is required here. Just a steady, slow retrieve. Keeping it about 1.5 feet, 2 feet below the surface. There's another one, folks. There's just something about this area right here. They're just staying put's what it is. That's a little black crappie. That's the smallest one I've caught. Well, he ain't really that little. He's a keeper. Quit. Barely got him hooked. He nipped at it. I was lucky to catch him. Beautiful, beautiful fish. But let it be known, put this in the book of crappie fishing. Just because it's cold don't mean that all these fish go deep. A lot of them do. Some of them don't. One just needs to know what to look for. Bait. Stay where the bait is. That's the key, folks. There he is. Boy, that one slammed it. That wasn't a typical crappie bite right there. Where are you going? My. Quit that. You're caught. That's a good fish right there. Nothing wrong with that. If he's got eyeballs in the tail, folks, I love him. But I hadn't caught a white crappie yet. I'm expecting one, but I hadn't caught one yet. That's a black crappie. All of them have been. That's all right, though. There's one. Another fish. Man, oh man, they're packing up right in here now. That's a black crappie. I thought he was a white crappie for just a little bit. A steady retrieve in shallow water is no doubt the best, no matter what time of the year. That's just my opinion. Let's let him go. Let's talk about fishing for just a little bit. Leave all the complicated stuff out of fishing. Hey, there's nothing complicated about it, folks. This channel is designed for fishermen. I said that from the beginning. I'm going to say that to the end. Fishing simple. Follow the shad. These big lakes like I fish, I have to find these shad. Shad is where the fish are, whether they're deep, mid-depth, or up in skinny water like we caught them a while ago. Well, follow the shad. And forget about the species. Crappie are no different than any other fish. They're going to follow the main forage base in your lake. There's no doubt about it. I want to say God bless each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for all the great comments, because it's just one after another. Some of them makes me squall. Now, I'm not kidding. Hey, woo. I'm talking about doggone woo. Hey, man. Ow. And remember, go